You need this recipe. Now hear me out. This is a hot honey, crispy, anti-inflammatory, gluten-free, and dairy-free crispy chicken. Oh my gosh. These are the ingredients that I used. I used Italian dressing, some mayonnaise, as well as some dairy-free coconut yogurt. We're going to mix this and make almost like a yogurt sauce, and this is going to be our chicken marinade / what we use to batter these babies up. So I mixed that all together. We're going to spice it well. We're going to add some salt, some pepper. I'm adding some garlic, and at this point in time, you're going to kind of taste it as you go and make sure that it tastes good. I also added a little bit of nutritional yeast to kind of give it that kind of more cheesy flavor. These are some freeze-dried chives, and they're just kind of blended up to be fine. And there's that nutritional yeast, and we're just going to mix it up. And it almost acts as like a buttermilk soak in a sense, because these would be great fried. I made the mistake of using really thick chicken breasts. Next time I'm going to cut them even smaller, but this right here is the hack that you've been missing. Now I'm patting the chicken breasts down. These are very thick. I wish I would have cut them into kind of like chicken tenders, but you know what? It is what it is. I let it marinate in that stuff that we had just made, and now I'm laying out some gluten-free flour, and I'm gonna get these all dredged in that flour and then put them back in that dressing marinade type situation. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna bread them up with some gluten-free breadcrumbs. And these were the Jillian brand breadcrumbs, and they have great ingredients. So I'm gonna get these all nice and battered up here, and we're just gonna put those breadcrumbs on them and then move them over to the other plate when we're all done. And now we're going to heat up some tallow or cooking oil of your choice. I just have this tallow left over, and I'm going to heat it up until it gets bubbly, and then I'm going to add one of those chicken breasts in there. This is also a moment in time where I'm kicking myself in the butt, wishing that I had cut these into smaller chicken nuggets or tenders, but you know, it is what it is, because I could have finished them off in the oil, but I did have to put them in the oven afterwards because these chicken breasts were so thick. So now that they are getting nice and crispy, I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to put it on this wire rack to put in the oven at 400 for about 25 minutes. You do not have to do that stuff if you cut them into smaller pieces. And then I just topped this with hot honey after chopping them up. It was so juicy and tasty. If you love content like this, make sure to follow for more recipes.